bit early. I'm gonna give him my controller. Starting a little bit early, but that's because I want to do some stuff. Anyways, hello everybody. My name is Kazm Vulfhart, aka King Kazm, whatever you want to call me. Welcome back to Genshin Impact Streaming. How's everybody doing tonight? Good? Good? Good, 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 good? Goody goody gumdrops? So, first and foremost, we are going to start off... I did more polls, they didn't amount to anything. Quite literally, they were all blues. So we are going to go to this event quest, because we want to do the event quest. And by event quest, I mean we go here. Because apparently there's a thing I forgot to do. Whoops. I will do pulls once I get enough gems to get 10. Because I have 2. Oh wait, I can do a regular quaint wish though. Oh my goodness, it's blue. Hooray. Alright, who am I talking to? Where are you going? Is there any room to negotiate? I can go and butcher this name. Manku. Look at me, didn't you hear what Tito said? No one's attempted this feat in almost 500 years. Even if you claim that you found it a possible entrance, well, so what? You listen well, no human or siren companion setting out on this road has ever returned, not a single one. There's so much talking. Okay, so relics. So, finding relics, the guy wants to go to a relic area? Or an area that could potentially hold relics. Interesting. Hello, Lucy. Introducing Beat to Pakal, Chief of the Children of Echoes. Got it. Into a fiery pit to prove a what? I'm sorry, what? He wants to yeet us into a freaking pit of lava? We spoke of before, to remove the mark of the Flame Lord's blessing, you need to bring the 2 required token types to the volcano. One of the tokens is in the ruins of the Children of Echoes land. There are conditions for getting in, though. Based on past custom, which I only just found on a woven scroll, by the way, since it's been ages since anyone hankered to try this. Why would you... Dude, your hammer is awesome. Can I use it? Please? I can't control the camera. I want to look at the hammer. Lucy, by the way, how is Repo tonight? I'm sorry I couldn't join. I had an absolute truckload of editing to do. I edited all the hours of the Black Myth Wukong. They're all now videos. I'm posting them slowly because it takes forever. Doing some casually as opposed to professionally, which is what we were doing last night. Can't see it, but I'm nodding rapidly. We were professional repo people. Especially when we were throwing grenades in the shop. Soaring companions from what runs in their bloodline. Okay, so the success rate is extremely low, almost impossible. And usually it leads to death. Got it. It's supposed to be something that fixes the curse. How would they have known that it fixes the curse? Like, if it has a 0% success rate, why would it be hinted at being the way to solve the curse? I don't understand that. Despite the immense peril, sir, I have fought a god before. Lava is nothing to me. So, first token. Green Quetzal deep in the woods. Offer it up a stole. What? In the blazes? Yeah, Jade, I can't do the event quest because I'm locked. I haven't touched Natlin in a long while. I actually stopped doing anything, but apparently this is a world quest that I have to do in order to do the event quest. Like, I'll show you here in a second. Oh, nope, never mind.
Hear the echoes of the valley. Let me leave you a place.
Man's doing some head spins, and now he's trapped in the ground.
Transfixed.
Hello, Jester. I'm trying to get to the event quest. Currently, I'm locked behind a world quest that I need to do. I really hope this isn't a long one either. That looks cool. Talisman of Waxaclahun. Waxaclahun Ubakan. Sage of the Stolen Flame. Oh, wow, that's a name. Pyro Dragon Sovereign. So that's the ones that Jester... I think that's the one that Jester told me the energy for the Gnosis was put into. First, Herman use human to use Phlogiston and turned into Phlogiston, becoming one of Natlan's winds, lands, and flowers. Who's Tidu? I want to meet this Tidu. That all was sweet and I loved it. I really feel like this probably could have done with a little bit of voice. I feel that way about a lot of stuff, though. Like, it's fair that not all world quests have... I don't think any world quests have voice acting. It's fair that they don't have voice acting, but, like... I feel like something of that importance should probably get some voice acting. Okay, so I'm trying to do the tournament in Glory Bloom. And in order to do that... where is it? Oh, wait. This to this. Oh, okay, I did it. I'm fully unlocked now. Okay. I just had to do part of that quest. Wait. Not enough. Now I can do the event quest.
Huh? Why are all these people gathered around? Did something happen?
Yay.
Let's take a look.
Voice acting means it's something big.
How's it looking, Doc? Is there any hope for him?
Chill, bro. I'm thinking. This dude's Milray, right? What a little champ. Barely made a noise, despite all the pain he must be in. Did he fight in the war?
That's right. We'd never normally send such a young Tepetlosaur into battle, but we couldn't stop him. Developed a real knack for sneaking past us and running off to the front line to fight the Abyss.
Why does
He's
the
a smart
Doc's
one,
voice sound
that's for
familiar?
sure. Might not be the strongest, but he ran rings around those abyssal monsters. We even awarded him a Warrior's Medal after the war ended. But then he took a turn for the worse a few days ago. He's been having fainting spells ever since.
Poor little guy. Already a battle-worn veteran, yet still so young.
I will say, I know I'm missing out on some story for Natlin, especially considering like they just talked about a war. Which I assume is part of the main story for Natlin anyways. Kachina!
Hey, Kachina, what's going on here?
Little sand rabbit.
Paimon, a long time no see.
I already know about Kachina.
So basically, there's this young Tepetlosaur in our tribe called Milray. We're not sure what's wrong with him, but he's been getting weaker and weaker by the day. Eva's taking a look at him.
Aoife.
Nyan, who he grew up with, is here too. We're all really worried about him.
When my daughter got lost in the mountains, it was
Natlin is
Milray
known
who helped
as
bring
the
her
nation of
back.
war. Could be anything really.
He made it through the war, but now that peace has finally come.
I mean, you are right. I just if they didn't say anything about abyssal
We'll find a way.
Did that ball just talk?
Ah, you're that Cuckoo-thesaurus from the vet clinic. Huh? What are you on about? So this Aoife you just mentioned is actually...
What?
Hey,
Is
yo, everyone! Please chill. I think I've got this figured out. For a juvenile Saurian, he showed remarkable courage in the war, but he's too young to be using that much phlogiston.
phlogiston? Got it.
As a result, he developed a rare pathological change. The initial symptoms might not have been obvious, but he's gone untreated for so long that his condition is now very serious.
You mean he originally got sick during the war, but the symptoms only just started to show up now?
That's right. He may have just been acting tough this whole time. Didn't want his friends stressing out over him.
Aoife, there must be something you can do, right? Please help him.
Something this rare? I don't have anything on hand that can treat it. Good news is that I read about a similar case back when I was still studying. The scroll mentioned 2 essential ingredients. First up, an herbaceous perennial known as an ocean zephyr. Though they can grow practically anywhere, they're exceedingly rare. Second, honestly, I couldn't figure it out back then either. The name recorded was Sacred Flame Crystal, but there wasn't much else to go on beyond that.
I actually like the way he looks.
The one burning in the stadium? When Mualani and I took part in the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame, we collected loads of contending sparks during the team stage. Apparently, they're sparks from the sacred flame itself. They even make you feel all warm and fuzzy while you carry them. Do you think these crystals might be something similar?
From the name, I'd say we're looking for a rarer, purer form of sacred flame.
You sure there's even such a thing? We've been in
This is the cowboy, right?
now, but we've never come across anything like that.
So it would seem, as it happens.
Huh? For real, Uncle Bacall?
It's a coincidence that I've even heard of it. Apparently, the people of Natland knew how to make a special kind of sacred flame crystal way back when. I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but the other chiefs might know something. I'll go ask them. Thank you, Aoife. Your diagnosis was a huge help. Mind if I keep you a little longer?
Sure thing, dude. I'll stick around until we've got some results.
This man is so lax while being professional. What the hell?
In that case, let's go our separate ways for now. Milray needs some proper rest, and he's not going to get that with so many people gathered around. I'll let you all know as soon as there's any news. Fingers crossed, he'll soon be on the mend.
What up, my dudes?
How old is this man?
Man, I could tell we're totally on the same wavelength. The name's Aoife, a vet from the Flower Feather clan. This here's my assistant, Kakuku. Dude's all about copying what others say.
Where?
The Traveler in Paimon, yeah? Everyone's heard all about you two. You're absolute legends. The total package. Brave, wise, and strong. Best hero duo I've ever seen. No contest.
Aww.
I like this man.
I'm on blush.
Truth is, I spent the war treating wounded Saurians. Never got a chance to fight alongside you. Yo, thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
There was always a long line outside Aoife's clinic back then. Even Kakuku was so busy, he was running around like a headless chicken.
I mean,
Seriously? Seriously?
True that. More wounded were piling up by the day.
he talks.
Dude, the Abyss is no joke. Sneaky enough to hit us right where it hurts. Lots of docs have dropped at their posts over the last few years. There's some fresh talent rolling in recently. I'm hoping they could step up quick.
The way this man
It's no
talks is
joke.
giving me
There's a ton of
90s
talent
aughts
to overcome
vibes.
Before you could be a qualified vet. No matter how hard you hit the books, you're still gonna run into all kinds of weird diseases that are hard to treat. Like Milray's. So rare it doesn't even have a name. If my old man hadn't forced me to read all kinds of different stuff when I was a kid, I'd probably only be able to suggest a more conservative treatment. It's true what they say, bro. There's always more to learn.
Oh, so your dad was a vet too?
Yeah, totally. Our family's medical knowledge has been passed down over generations. My old man started steering me toward being a vet when I was a kid, schooling me on all kinds of herbs. And man, if I forgot anything, out came the broom.
Yeah, this guy grew up in the
My family's
90s.
been vets for generations now. No clue who it was that kicked off the tradition, though, you know? Back when I was a kid, my dad said something about our skills being medicine born of guilt. But the reason we got into it doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's useful.
Guilt? Sounds pretty strange to Paimon. Usually you only feel guilty when you've done something wrong.
Who knows? After he passed, there wasn't anybody else I could ask. I figure it's because guilt gnaws at anyone practicing medicine. When you fail to fix someone up, I've been there. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure.
Kind of
that
why I
doesn't
didn't
happen.
pursue being a vet tech
I don't
anymore.
recall ever seeing a record of any patient with his malady who was successfully cured. So maybe Milray will be the first. Heck yeah, I do.
Do we have time to talk?
Oh, looks like the Chiefs are back. Let's go see what they have to say.
That is a tall person. That person is exceptionally tall.
The last time I was here, I remember seeing him happily rolling around with Io. This is so sudden.
Why is there a luchador?
as the saying goes, illness strikes like a landslide. It's not uncommon for people and Saurians to just collapse overnight.
Given that he first fell sick during the war, he's done well to make it this far.
Hey, little guy. Are you okay? Does it hurt?
For one so young to risk life and limb on the field of battle.
What's with the luchador?
It was a responsibility we adults must bear.
Whoa. All 6 tribal chiefs in one place? Not something you see every day.
It's true that we used to hardly ever meet up like this. The affairs of our own tribes were usually enough to keep us all swamped. These days, though, group dinners on our days off have practically become the routine, so don't look too surprised.
Group dinners? More like group mooching. You guys always seem to end up at my place. So shameless.
Well, your cooking is too good to resist. You've seen how hopeless the rest of us are in that regard. Anyway, let's get down to business.
I like each and every one of them.
We've been informed about the situation. Once again, it's a good thing you were here to help out. Milray and the other Tepetlosaurs have helped transport goods for the Flower Feather clan in the past. We won't just stand by and watch while he suffers.
I just happened to come across a record of a case like his back home, but
Also,
I
that
don't know
person is
anything about the
massive.
Sacred flame crystal.
That's not normal.
I haven't heard of it either. Can the sacred flame even take other forms?
It can indeed. While I've never seen this happen in the flesh, I have read references to it in woven
Why
stories.
is he so massive?
In Natlan, besides the pilgrimage of the
Phrasing.
return of the sacred flame, there is said to have
I love
been
that drill.
another way to produce sacred flame.
It exists for no purpose other than opulence.
Combat exercise held jointly by the 6 tribes that was even more intense than the pilgrimage. So they occasionally yielded an even purer form of sacred flame.
Castrate that man.
Sacred flame crystals!
For real? How have I never heard of that?
Simple. The bloom flower trials haven't been held for centuries. Something seems to have happened the last time they were held. But it was so long ago that I don't know the specifics. The more reasonable explanation is this.
Oh, we got a
People
spy.
once believed these sacred flame crystals to be vessels of extraordinary power.
What species are you?
And that warriors
Are you
could
the fish
use them to
species?
enhance their own strength. In reality, they turned out to be
You
far
look like
less
it.
miraculous than hoped for. In some rare, very specific circumstances, they proved irreplaceable. But they were not so different from the regular sacred flame in essence. The pilgrimage produced enough sacred flame, making the bloom flower trials obsolete. And thus, they were forgotten.
I get it. So to save Milray, we have to revive the Bloomflower trials and get all 6 tribes to take part. Ooh, that sounds rough.
I'd say we'd be better off not treating it like some kind of hassle. All 6 tribes need to take part, sure, but not everyone has to show up. We can keep it voluntary, so warriors who happen to have time can sign up and fight it out of their own accord. Since the war ended, the pilgrimage has become more like a tournament for our warriors to compete in and keep themselves in shape. So why not let them hone their skills on a fresh new stage?
Why are we getting little spies?
We should never drop our guard completely, even in times of peace. But like that, it seems high time we restarted the Bloomflower trials.
I'm with you on that. Nothing gets the blood pumping like a contest to see which tribe's the strongest, huh?
No objections on my part.
I'll go discuss this with the others. I'm sure there will be plenty of warriors who'll be itching to take part. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can guarantee that Molani will be there. There's nothing she loves more than a lively occasion.
And I guess your vote was a foregone conclusion, eh, Pakal? Great. We're all in agreement then.
Nice!
Sweet.
Thanks, everyone. It really means a lot.
Let's head back to our tribes and see how many people are willing to sign up. If interest is high, we'll hold a big event. But if not, we'll keep it small.
I like all of their designs, to be honest.
Rules will be crucial too.
Although I feel because he's
Competition
part
without
of the
rules is just
flying group,
mindless violence.
the
That's not
wind
what we
group.
I'll draw up an outline. Let's meet up at the speaker's chamber later.
The name escapes me
still need
because
the
it was
Pyro
the
Archon's
Flower
final
Feather clan.
approval.
They are all about like flying and stuff like that, and they have the flying saurians. I feel like his hat is not conducive of flying.
I've got that covered. I just noticed that some of Milray's friends have shown up.
Oh, that's who they are. What is that pink
Saurians?
dinosaur?
You're right.
What is that pink saurian?
There's all sorts. Seems like he's quite the popular little fella. Huh.
Kakuku, can you hit them up and ask if they'd be down to lend a claw?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Must be nice having a Saurian companion who can talk.
Well, if that's everything, how about we call it a day?
Kaz Impact, yes.
All right. See you later. Aoife, let's head back. And bring these Saurians along too. We've got to teach them how to identify ocean zephyrs.
See ya, little guy. We'll come visit you again soon. Whoa!
I want to know what the pink one is.
Quick on their feet. Guess they're chiefs for a reason. When they decide on something, it gets done right away. But that's what you're here for, right? Whenever Paimon puts things off, even for just a while, you'll handle them straight away. Oh, wow. Go away, bro.
Even Kakuku's done with this conversation.
I'll go spread the word. Kachina, you gonna sign up?
Of course.
In that case, let's head over together. Traveler, Paimon, see you at the speaker's chamber in a bit.
Where is... Have I discovered the speaker's chamber? I noticed when I looked at my map that there's a new area of Natlan open that I haven't tried to traverse.
Aw, you're awake. Wanna try getting a bit more sleep? You think so? Is he feeling hungry then? Hey, Kakuku, can you help us Oh, long gone. Oh no, he does seem pretty anxious. What are you trying to say, little guy?
How are you doing tonight, Fluff? I love the music in this area. Yeah, this entire area is opened up. Yeah, that should be a straight shot. More scrap mechanic. I'm sorry, did they just get exploded? Oh, fantastic.
Overruled.
Be free. Go. You're free now.
Fucking day. Damn wolves. You found a fun mod. What is this fun mod? That is not what I want to do. What the fuck? What am I... Game, you're fantastic. It didn't strike me that I was fucking myself over. I'm coming! Am I any faster on the ground? Oh, fantastic. How do you know? You're a baby. Oh. Mysterious Kukasaur we met while fighting those big monsters. He was the one who told us. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Game becomes a road trip. Sorry, I need to lean closer. There, you moving forward and trying to build the best car you can. Oh, interesting. Intriguing. Interesting. Interesting and intriguing. Intriguing and interesting. On our way to Malvika and the rest of the group. When does the event start? That's my question.
I've read through your proposal, and it sounds like a great idea. Even if it wasn't for Milray's situation, there'd be many reasons to start holding the Bloomflower trials again. How many warriors have been signing up?
Far more than we anticipated.
Our warriors sure are fired up. The ones who came late even held a protest outside the sign-up booth. So we had to make an exception by
Oof.
adding a few more spots.
Too many people are battle hungry.
So many people have signed up that we've had to divide the competition up into main matches and exhibition matches. Each main match will pit 2 different tribes against one another, while the exhibition matches will see 3 tribes going up against another 3. I'm planning to limit the number of spots for the exhibition matches. Accidents are more likely in tangled melees, so with fewer contestants, we can ensure that any injuries will be attended to promptly.
Well, you've clearly thought this through with care. You have my approval. And don't worry, I'll find a way to fund it.
Thank you, Archon.
Oh, where will the trials be held? I'll stop by later to see how things are going. But I won't be taking part. Wouldn't want to spoil everyone else's fun.
The main venue will be in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, with additional arenas
I kind of want to
set
hold
up
my
around the
opinion
various
in this
tribes.
regard and save it for when I actually do Natlan's quest.
All right, I'm all out of questions. Keep at it, everyone, and thanks for your hard work.
In that case, we'll be off. It's time we started organizing crews to set up the venues.
My question is, while the Chiefs wouldn't know, would Malvika
Traveler,
know?
Paimon, good luck.
Huh? Good luck with what exactly?
Hey, it's been a while, you two. Are you here about the Bloomflower trials too?
Yep, We sure are. Sounds like everything's going to plan.
Bloomflower trials. The name alone fills me with nostalgia. I first heard about it from my dad, who first heard about it from his dad, my old grandpa.
What? 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 Okay, somebody really needs to fill me in right now. She's not a god? Wait, can the gods have children? Is that a thing?
Guess that means they were last held at least 500 years ago? Wait a sec. No, it must have been much earlier than that, then. Whoa. When you put it like that, it does feel kind of surreal that we're doing something that hasn't been done in such a long time.
True, but I've got a good feeling about this. We'll pull it off, rest assured. What makes you ask? I've never heard such a rumor before. And rationally speaking, it just doesn't even seem possible. The rules governing the Oda resurrection have protected Natland for many long years, and these rules are themselves fueled by the Sacred Flame's power. We've been working with the Sacred Flame all this time, and we've never noticed anything unusual about it.
I see.
In essence, Sacred Flame crystals are just another form of the Sacred Flame. I can't imagine how they could possibly beguile human hearts.
I'm lost on her talking about having a grandfather and a father. Is this like Greek mythology? Where the gods can have kids?
Please, be at ease. And besides, even if they did harbor some kind of evil power, it will not cause any real trouble in the Natland we now live in. Not if I have anything to say about it. Our main priority right now is to hold the Bloomflower trials so we can collect enough Sacred Flame crystals to heal that little Tapetlosaurus.
It's so reassuring to have you on our side, Moika.
Well, there are some things even I can't handle. For example, it just came to my attention that you've got some people waiting for you outside.
Her eyes are fantastic.
Who could they be?
You'll find out soon enough. Go on now. Don't keep them waiting.
Like, I guess it wouldn't really be that surprising that they can have kids, but, like, I would assume... How did she become the Archon, then? I'm struggling to connect how she became the Archon and having a grandfather. That's a lot of people.
That traveler, Paimon. So, basically... hold up, what happened to first come, first served? What I'm saying is I get to go first.
What's going on? Why is everyone turned up all of a sudden?
So... So, you know about the Bloomflower trials, right? I mean, we... were
Fucking
wondering,
Ajax.
have you decided which tribe you'll join? If not, how about the people of the Springs?
What?
I mean, you're right.
We're allowed to take part too?
But this isn't Greek mythology, which is why it's confusing me.
We're creating a new set of rules for them, separate from the ones for the pilgrimage.
All of the chiefs have agreed, but whether or not you compete or which tribe you support, well, that's completely up to you.
As the hero who saved Natlan, your participation would be a huge morale boost for whoever you choose to join. In other words, recruiting you is every tribe's top priority right now.
Oh, that's why they're all here.
Oh, so that's what's going on. No wonder Chief Akatl wished us good luck just now. He must have known this was coming.
And that's all for the chit-chat. I hope you're ready for some
Okay.
incentives. How do you like the sound of luxury hot spring vouchers? I'll even throw in a selection of fine gifts from the shop.
Luxury hot springs? Sounds like Paimon's perfect vacation.
If you join the Scions of the Canopy,
Pretty much.
we'll hold a great barbecue in your honor. The finest quality meat, all you can eat.
And if you join right away,
A jaw.
you'll even stand a chance of being taken on as a sidekick of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How!
A how?
No one wants that.
You little...
I did.
All-you-can-eat barbecue?
Can we take a moment and talk about how Kanichi just literally yeeted a pixel art imprisoned dragon into the stratosphere?
Join up with the Collective of Plenty, and I'll provide a year's worth of training sessions and a personalized nutrition plan to help you become stronger than you already are.
She's with the tribe that has Varessa and the Luchador chieftain.
Paimon's not too keen on training, but getting stronger does sound tempting.
All I've got to offer are freshly picked vegetables, but I can guarantee they're really tasty.
I love Auroron.
Ooh, could Paimon get some samples?
Fancy some flying lessons? Or you could just hitch a ride. I'll take you soaring through the skies myself.
Well, flying's kind of what Paimon does for a living. But flying around with the Traveler sounds like it could be a lot of fun, too.
I can bake Saurus crackers and green fruit chips.
Oh, Paimon loves those, too. Ooh, this is such a tough choice.
Actually, it really is.
Not just because the freebies are tempting, but also because picking one tribe feels like we're betraying all the others. You know what? Paimon's decided to leave this one to you. Paimon's pretty sure that isn't an option.
To Imani?
It's not a bad idea. It could work for the exhibition matches at least. There'd be 3 tribes on one side versus 3 on the other for those. So, first half you're on our side. Second half on theirs. Sounds fair enough, right?
Huh. Hadn't thought of that. Pretty clever.
What? Really? Huh. Then, as for those perks you mentioned earlier...
Don't worry, my offer still stands. Enjoying ourselves is the #1 priority here.
So it's settled then? For the first half of the exhibition match, you'll fight alongside us Scions of the
I'm just
Canopy,
taking in their
People of the
designs.
Springs, and the Children of Echoes against the other 3 tribes.
Feels just like the old days when we used to fight side by side. We're gonna be unstoppable.
All right, it's nearly time. Let's get ready and head over there together.
Saurian Treasure Seeker and Bloomflower Tribe. This appeals to me a lot more. Okay, so I got 2 more quests. Unlocked. Oh my goodness, I'm high up. Auroron, I need your gliding. Mainly because it makes sure I doesn't die. I want to know what this little thing is. This little pink-headed little nightmare of an adorableness. Saurian Expedition and Supply Station. So many little Saurians here. Are you all looking for Ocean Zephyr? Oh, that's right. We need Ocean Zephyrs. Derp. Time and Tide wait for no man. Ocean Zephyr pick and squad already left. Though these youngins want to help, no matter how hard Mr. Ifa and Mr. Cacao try to teach them, they can't quite get what an Ocean Zephyr is. To honor their enthusiasm, I can't read. Let them join the expedition, although what counts as an expedition was left up to them. Whether it's yummy grain fruit or shiny trinkets, they collect whatever they want. All that matters is that they get back safely. They're all adorable. I want each one as a plushie. Oh, in Saurian Treasure Seeker, you must switch the indicated directions at various intersections to plan a route, thus leading the Saurian whelps onward to accomplish the stage's treasure hunt objectives. You can move the camera to explore areas off to the sides, Select the Reset View button to return to the center so that you can keep... Is this like Bomberman? Different Saurian whelps have... No! This is like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, actually. Favorable terrain unique to them. Traversing favorable terrain will increase their movement speed, while traversing unfavorable terrain will decrease their movement speed. Use the sprint button to allow a Saurian whelp to briefly perform an accelerated sprint that ignores unfavorable terrain. A Saurian whelp will also execute an accelerated sprint if you switch to it while on its favorable terrain. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, we'll go with number 1. I might do a few of these just so I can get enough. So I need to collect... Oop. Oh, that's how I do it. I forgot. I have a PS5 controller, so I have to do this differently. Oh. Yeah, make you run. If I make you go that way... Ow! I was trying to avoid that, but I guess not. Okay, so X... So yeah, this plays a little bit like... kind of a combination of Bomberman and, what's it called? Oh, I can switch. But this plays a little bit like Bomberman and, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Which I find fantastic. Should probably set these up in the proper pathing. Oh, I did it. Okay, so I just need to get that many. Neat! And the rewards aren't really that bad. Are these... Yeah, okay, so they're all unlocked. I will go ahead and buy... No! I don't know why I did that. Being on the wrong page does not mean I buy the wrong thing. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so these are the quests for... Hang on. I want this one. Thank you. Okay, I'll do that after I do... I got too many windows floating around in my head. This quest next. We meet at last. Hello, Ballo. You look fantastic, sir! I really do like the duster look, to be honest. Welcome to the Bloomflower Trials. I heard from our chief to sign up a competition. Yeah, but we're wondering about... Offensive battles and defensive battles. Defensive battles are simple. Stop your opponent from attacking the tribe. Playing offensive is trickier. Assuming your tribe's lost its defense, they have to sound a horn and counterattack. To spice things up, we've added special ritual items into the mix. Attackers can charge them up to destroy defenders' special barriers. Even if this is a competition, we don't want some uncalled for violence conflicts. Anything broken should be fixed, and if you see monsters, please clear them out. For the most part, I'll get it better when I actually do it. Only problem with Scrap Mechanic, they said they won't be updating the game. they're gonna do a they want to do a full release. And it was like 3 to 4 years ago. Game is great, but they're working really slow on it. Well, isn't that how game dev works, though? Isn't game dev just like a long endeavor? Sorry, I'm not talking into my mic. Isn't game dev like a long endeavor? In offensive battles, travelers need to complete various challenges to charge ritual items, then use them to destroy enemy camps' barrier, thereby achieving victory in the martial trial. Defensive battles... Okay, so now we do one of these. Like, game development takes a long time. Especially if it's a smaller team. Win the battle within 6 minutes. Party setup. Oh, no. I sure will be a problem child. There's going to be so much lightning reactions, it's not going to be funny. Okay, so there's the barrier. In offensive battles, travelers need to capture strongholds and complete events to charge ritual items. Capture strongholds will continuously generate. Completing emergency events and tribal challenges, as well as collecting provisional supply boxes, will instantly charge your ritual items. When ritual items are fully charged, using it will break a barrier, protecting the enemy camp. After all barriers are destroyed... Okay, so that's what they look like. Defeat the enemy's forces stationed in the camp. Claim victory as... Okay. I can see why this would take 6 minutes.
Need a surfboard?
You capture enemy strongholds by consuming combat supplies. Capture strongholds will continuously generate ritual items. Capture the higher the charging rate. Additionally, after capturing a stronghold, you'll unlock the ability to teleport between camps. At the start of offensive battles, travelers will own a certain amount. Okay.
Keep pushing forward. Check this out. That's the one. Bring it.
I got him cornered. Shadow cast. Mine to command. Not too far now.
Okay.
This place is ours now.
Oh, is that what the Saurian babies look like?
Letting brave names echo.
Time to say hello.
Oh, wait, wrong character.
Locked up.
All right.
Be free.
Let's ride.
Oh, I'm doing it wrong.
Come on, show me your courage.
That's how I do it.
Farewell. Tell me what you see.
This is an interesting way to do things. Okay, so that's 200. So how do I use my thing? I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck! Okay, so just grab these things. Got it. Oh, missed one. I missed one again. Provisional box. Okay, so I have it full, so what am I missing? Oh my goodness. Okay, I can just swim over it, got it. Okay, so I have to use them back at the thing, got it.
That's the finishing blow! This place is ours now!
This is really cool, I do like it. I am definitely not meeting the 6-minute mark, though. But now that I understand it, I can definitely do it a lot better off camera. Okay, I need the nearest thing.
Kaboom!
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Ouch.
Target acquired. Claim these souls. Time to say hello.
I keep forgetting that's not how I use this attack. Ah, I'm bad. Nom 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 shark. Where are you going?
You free. Tell me what you see.
Where'd you go? There we go. That was horrible. But that's also alright. Yes. Okay, so there's those done. Now I just need to do the rest of this quest. Hopefully I have enough time to jump into Fontaine a little bit more, but... Oh, this one's a, I can do whichever one I want in any order, but the Saurian Secret one I have to do in a specific order. Looks like I don't have to go to Natlin, or the new Natlin area yet, which is kind of interesting. Almost got enough. Almost got enough. Whoosh. Let's not fight these guys. Let's not fight these guys. Let's participate in the exhibition mesh.
Alright, so this is our base. According to the rules, all we have to do is capture 3 of their bases in a row, and we win! The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula-How, needs only lift a claw, and poof! All that you behold shall be turned to ashes.
Mess up our match, and I'll lock you up till it's all over.
You killjoy.
Why does the How wear glasses?
Dream team.
Sunglasses.
Charge right in.
We know each other pretty well, so working together should be a breeze. Still, let's not get careless. There are a lot of cliffs nearby, so our vision will be obscured. They could ambush us from the high ground too.
In that case, let's follow the water instead. See that flag over there? That's the Collective of Plenty's base, right? We'll approach swiftly on the water, sweep in and capture the base, then move up to the high ground.
I like the way you think.
I trust your judgment too, Mualani.
Mualani.
All right then, time for me and my Sharky surfboard to strut our stuff. I'll take point. Everyone
So, do I get to play as these characters? I already have 2 of them. I do.
Here by the water route, just as expected. Classic people of the Springs thinking. Huh? They saw through our plan?
No choice but to face them head on now.
I'm ready! Alright then, time for a real showdown.
Fun!
Come on! Show me your courage!
Check this out! Let's ride! Amazing! No slacking! Give this everything you've got! Not a bad training session. Let's
call it a day.
We won!
Get off the thing!
At this rate, we'll be invincible!
Don't count your Yumkasaurs yet. Let's head over to the next spot.
Yumkasaurs.
Don't forget to plant our flag before we leave.
See that? Up above the cliffs? That's the Masters of the Night Wind's base.
The nearby mountainsides have all been blocked out by crystal clusters. Looks like they don't want us getting up there so easily.
Don't worry. Leave this to Turbo Twirly.
You've got this, Kachina!
Well, that was easy.
You're finally here, Gramps. If I'm back home too late, my vegetables will get thirsty.
Don't worry, we'll make this quick for you.
Let's hope the Vulfhart
Boing, 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 boing.
Behind the veil! Take a look behind the veil!
Oh, hello! When did I get pyro?
Is that all you have?
I shouldn't use this. I want to switch.
Behind the veil! Take a look behind the veil! Wait, was not in vain.
Chances are looking slim. Perhaps it's time I got going.
I don't know when I got fire, but okay.
We've taken the Masters of the Night Wind's base too!
Look! Up there in the mountain! The flag of the Flower Feather Clan!
Wow! Looks like they're already on high alert!
Yeah. Not only do they have the high ground, but they're highly mobile too. With our current forces, a frontal assault won't be easy.
Looks like I showed up right on cue, huh?
Yay! You're here too, Shilonen!
Shilonen.
Let's save this small talk for when the flag's in the bag.
Now that backup's arrived, let's split up into 2 teams.
I'll lead a frontal assault to draw their fire. The rest of you find another route up and strike directly at the...
I can taste our victory!
Intriguing, intriguing. Okay, now they said to do that, but... Actually, where is another way up?
Hold up! That's where Shilonen's headed!
Okay, let's stop around here. We can use grappling hooks to climb up to the top.
As soon as I get up here. Oh, I can't go that way. Okay, wait. Yeah, I think this is what they were talking about. Death from above! Is the shark alive?
Well, would you look at that? You managed to find a gap in our defenses somehow. But this is just the beginning. So stay on your feet. If you can.
We're not gonna lose!
Well said. Let's
have ourselves some fun!
Watch out!
Let's
or you'll get singed!
What's the surfboard?
Bouncy, 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 bouncy,
Still
bouncy.
got plenty of bullets left with your names on them. Alright, how about we call it a day?
Yay!
Does that mean we've won?
Told you we'd be unstoppable.
Well, that was pretty exhilarating.
Why are her
How did
eyes
the battle
fish?
go?
Oh, you can say that again. I was still fighting off Cuckoosaur riders halfway up the mountainside when I'd heard you already taken the base. That was well played.
Yeah, the going would have been way tougher if we had fought our way up.
How about the sacred flame crystals? Did anyone manage to get their hands on some?
I found a few shards, but they were only about as big as grain fruit chips. I gave them to the marshals from the Masters of the Nightwind on our way back.
Yes, and they gave them to me.
Sit lolly!
Are you here to take part in the Bloomflower trials too?
I devised the techniques for the main matches, so of course I would show up. Those marshals handed the sacred flame crystals over as soon as they saw me. I did a quick tally. At this rate, we should have enough by the event's end.
That's awesome! Well, since everything's gone so smoothly, why don't we hit the hot springs tonight?
Oh, I am all for it. There's nothing like letting our hair down after a hard day's work. Ooh, and good food and drink wouldn't go down badly either.
How about we head over there together? You can all hitch a ride on Turbo Twirly.
Ugh, sorry, but I need to head back to the workshop to finish up some forging commissions first. Let's meet at the People of the Springs later this evening.
I need to help at the shop anyway.
Why is everybody's
so
eyes in this region look so freaking fantastic?
See you all tonight.
I might be a bit late. If you're all there earlier, feel free to start without me.
Great! Paimon can't wait!
Huh? Sure, in that case, I guess I'll be off too.
Her eyes are literally fish jumping out of fire?
Come on, I'll take you to get changed. You remember where the changing rooms are, right? I'm pretty sure I showed you last time. Time sure flies. Oh, sorry. Let's save the reminiscing for later. Let's go! Woohoo! Let's get this party started!
This is the life. Hear this, Hot Spring. I hereby bestow upon you the name of the Almighty Dragon Lord. All the fatigue just floats away. If only we could do this every day.
Why is my hair so long?
I'm not a huge fan of being in the water. This right here is more my kind of spot.
And last but not least, surf, turf, and perch.
That smells amazing. Oh, hold your horses. There's a time for fun and games, and it's now when there's delicious food already on the table. Oh, wait for Paimon! Take that, Kanich! Bow before my greatness!
Hey, watch it, how? You're splashing water everywhere.
This is so tasty. Traveler, you got
Why is my hair so long?
Kachina. Tavat to Kachina.
Oh no.
Crackers, come have some.
Kanich had enough.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Kanich, you surless! Unhand me! Let me go!
Whew. Thanks for sticking around to help me clean up.
No problem at all. We had a blast.
Have I just not noticed that I have a
Extra
ponytail?
lively when you guys are here. It was so much fun. No, by the way, I couldn't help feeling that there was something on Kachina's mind during dinner.
I think I've been stupid and just haven't noticed that my character has a ponytail.
Oh, it's strange. She usually comes to me for advice when something's bothering her. Maybe this something different? No, sorry to do this, but could you try out?
Of course! We'll ask the next time we're alone with... If there was something we could do to help, there's no way we'd stand by.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better.
Nope, now it's coming back.
Anyway,
Yep,
I'll
I have a
be heading off
ponytail.
now,
I'm
too.
dumb.
Just remember, you'll always be welcome to come hang out with me at the People of the Spring.
Bye for now, see you soon.
I'm just dumb and I forgot that my character had a ponytail. Was that enough? No. Okay, but. I'm gonna go do another one of these real quick because, well, no, I should just do the main the little quest thing. It didn't take long to do. Up until it asked me to wait 2 days later. asking me to wait. Are you insane? Oh, and to clarify, I did get a new controller, so I'm not dealing with the issues I was dealing with last time. I just gotta behave with this controller and not try and damage it. In my rage and frustration. Power overwhelming, whelming, overpower, power overwhelming.
All right.
Oh, here you are, Kachina.
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I decided to bring Io over to check on Milray and Nyan. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. Huh? What makes you ask?
Well, you seemed a bit down after the exhibition match, so we're kinda worried about you.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean, it's hard to explain. I've just been feeling a bit lost. Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going was the belief that someday I'd win and earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars. So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go as planned, and you and the others had to rescue me from the Night Kingdom. Still, I achieved my dream. But after the happiness wore off, I felt hollow. I didn't know what to aim for next.
That's fair.
Or what I should work toward. Then the Bloomflower trials came around, and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition match ended, I suddenly realized that everyone had real-life responsibilities to return to. Everyone
Isn't she
was-
like
Except for me.
16 or something like that?
That got me thinking. Am I the only one who's still like a kid? The only one who's left with so much free time on their hands?
How is she having an existential crisis this early in her
What's
lifetime?
been bothering you, huh?
Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point?
Yeah, I'm dealing with burning eyes.
I thought it was just because I hadn't been working hard enough. Oh, I see. Thank you, Traveler.
You're welcome.
If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not knowing what you want means the future's still full of possibilities, right? When Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of delicious dishes. But if someone told her, you're eating this tonight, kinda spoils the anticipation.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but won't you get that way? Paimon! Does that mean like you lose the anticipation once the dish is served in front of you?
Hey! Stop underestimating Paimon like that, would ya?
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Is the little guy feeling any better?
Granny Lolly! Hello!
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment, so I thought I'd check in on our patient.
Milray's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said. We'll need to gather all the sacred flame crystals before we can help him.
I imagine you're right.
Why does everybody in this region have such unique eyes?
By the way, you haven't run into any trouble lately, have you? When we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the exhibition match ended, everyone else looked happy. But you seem to have something on your mind.
So that's what this is about. I was worried about Kachina, she was worrying about me. I should be honest with her about the rumor.
A baseless rumor, but a fearful sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads.
Wait, Are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about Milray?
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it.
Don't have that mentality.
There must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last time they were held. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able to find scrolls from back then over at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Can I come along? I'd like to.
I don't see why not. Come, let's head over to my place. We should leave this little Tapetlosaur to rest.
While this is fair, isn't this on the outside of the freaking entrance to the city? So wouldn't it be safer to bring him into a different area? I mean, granted, they have things have a long way to go through for the canyon, but still. I feel like there would be a safer region to put him in. Yeah, the better boy. I'm in the wrong window. Where am I going? I'm going this way. I'm going down. Oh my goodness, I'm going all the way down.
The forge!
No! I clipped it! I clipped it! Oh, I clipped it. Oh, that sucks. I have food. I will eat food. I've been making food. Stuff a turkey in your face. Wait, where am I going?
Bring it.
I'm going in here. I'm going. That's a giant bat. That actually spooked me.
I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many?
Oh, that is a lot.
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on. Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time.
I do find it funny that technically speaking, they don't really look like they're reading.
Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange? There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But not every Archon has done that as well as Mawika. Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges.
Okay, that explains it.
Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see.
Why are we looking down at a corpse?
A curious coincidence indeed. It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milray's?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to two things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seem to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother. And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it said.
But that basically tells us thing. You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Is this where that's from?
It also makes sense that this is like a long time consuming endeavor.
This from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls.
Because there's no control F function on these scrolls.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Mutota.
Mutota.
Move. Any other leads we can follow?
A certain Kukasaur? Who told you that? Oh, Aoife's assistant Kakuku must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians. Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina can head over to the Flower Feather clan, and you two can track down that Kukasaur. Let's split up and meet back here later.
Yeah, no, trying to find one Kukasaur is going to be like finding a feather in a haystack. Also, I like my character saying, we're not going to dive into the indwelling mystery. Or did he say it's a good time to dive into the indwelling mystery? I am a Saurian. I am a Saurian. I'm going to go to the one that's closer because she can travel faster. I'm such a good liar. Light and floaty. Okay, so... Nope. Get out of the body. Get out of the body. Why are you two here?
Hungry? I just picked these from the orchard. Go on, have some. Taking care of a patient like you're doing is hard work. Don't wear yourself out with worry, okay?
If you need more, there's plenty more where that came from.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet. I like that. I like that.
Shh. So, everyone got that?
What's happening?
I'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Mualani, Kinich, what are you doing here?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you. Really scared the life out of me. Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to stay a secret. After all, we'll be competing against you this time.
What about
Fair.
you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry. Has something happened?
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive Kukusaur.
Rare and elusive? In that case, we can help with the search. That description of the location's way too vague. The scenery around here is all pretty much the same. Without anyone to help out, it'll take you forever. What does the Kukusaur look like? Nothing more specific than that? Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I like that we're getting different tribes to help us with
Higher
this.
ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kanich will tell you, I am a born hunter with the eyes of a hawk.
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby and see if I can spot anything.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit.
I do like that we're getting a lot of people to help us with this. It's so good for storytelling and world building. I really do like having a lot of interactions with characters, even if I do rush through them a lot. Okay, so I need to indwell something here. Oh, I'm already indwelling. Are light and floaty really such distinct traits? It's literally... It's Aoife's Kokusaur, isn't it?
Bring it.
I feel like it's Aoife's Kokusaur.
Anything on your end, Kanich?
Nope.
Me neither. Kukusaurs all look so similar. They all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find anything either. How about you guys?
I love his headgear.
Sorry.
And Natlan's definitely one of my favorite
couldn't find that Kukusaur
regions
you're
in this
after.
game. I absolutely love
Hurry to
Natlan.
find him. If you need a hand, I can come back and join the search again tomorrow. Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you know. So, what's your next move? Alright, I'll update them.
Come to think of it, Auroron could probably rig up a few traps and snag him that way.
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just anything, you know.
You never know. Might as well ask him if you get the chance. Anyway, we'll be heading back now. Best of...
Okay then, see you later. And thanks for your help.
Like, it's so weird. When I really think about it, it's super weird because Natlan is the land of fire because of the Pyro Archon, but they're so in touch with nature. Meanwhile, you've got Sumeru, which is the land of Dendro, which is the land of grass, and they are more akin to the land of, like, learning and knowledge and shit like that. And I'm just over here being like... Wait, where am I supposed to go? Oh, over here. Like, it's so... such a juxtaposition to me.
Kachina, see Lolly, what's up?
We haven't managed to find anything. No one seems to know what actually happened back then.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukusaur? In that case, I'd suggest we set this aside for now. It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this. But not every historical mystery can be unraveled. We must also learn to live with the unknown. Just remember, as long as we stick together, no challenge will ever be too great.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. Still, after all this investigating, it feels a bit disappointing to come up empty-handed.
Finally, dudes. Found you.
Aoife!
Aoife, what brings you here?
Kinich mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur. Just so happens a strange Kukasaur has been following me the past few days. No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kind of freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is a silhouette.
It's a dead
I didn't even
Kokusaur.
realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds terrifying.
It's the Kokusaur that.
I could tell it
Oh,
was a
I
little
get it.
Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd been following me the whole time, but that he'd just been too quiet to notice. Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome to get him off my back. The sooner the better.
I get it. That's the Kokusaur that passed.
Yep, dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Do you think we should send someone over to take a look?
It's okay. I've got this.
It's a dead Kokusaur. That's why it's light and floaty.
What the? How is that even? Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just,
Wait, surely that's not...
Wait, okay. Theory crafting time. This is the Saurian that they were trying to heal. It didn't work, and the reason that he blames the crystals for separating the.
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines? Haven't they been fixed?
He's the one. He blames the crystals for the falling out between the two brothers.
right now it seems that our priority is...
So why have you been tailing me, bro? If it's treatment you want, can't do much for you, man. Sorry.
Aoife is the descendant of one of those brothers.
He ran off.
Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kukathosaurus on hand.
Hey, that's a good point. Where is Kakuku today?
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow him. It looks like he wants to take us somewhere.
I want to see that. I want to see it just go through every word it knows in its vocabulary in a very short amount of time. I can imagine that being stupidly funny.
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Why have you brought us here?
Is this grave?
So, is there something buried here, or what? You want us to dig it up?
I like its little hat.
These are...
Woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made, and heavily time-worn as a result. Still, they're just about legible. They seem to document the very last Bloomflower trials that took place centuries ago? But why would these be here? Come, let's read them together.
That's why his family started it. Holy crap!
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried about you.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies.
Well, this is upsetting.
I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold bloomflower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So, how can we use them? Is it really worth holding a whole competition just to get our hands on some?
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy to say the least, so there's never been a definitive conclusion. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others also say that they can be used to enhance a warrior's strength. There's something.
Enhance a warrior's strength?
Okay, so there's the beguiling part.
It's speculative at best. We need to analyze an actual specimen to know for sure. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's illness, that's enough. Nothing else matters.
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the Bloomflower trials? Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that we were at each other's throats. Tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even ask.
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated patients from every tribe, so the chiefs agreed as a way of returning the favor. With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. This might be a good chance for reconciliation. Fighting side by side for a common cause? That's the way Natlan was always meant to be.
I can see that.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just please make sure it all goes smoothly.
And it didn't go smoothly.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around in no time.
Himara! How could you stoop so low, ambushing us on the field like that?
Ambushing? You've no one but yourselves to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flowerfeather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystals.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said some angry words?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a Sixarian? Take what's necessary for the treatment, then return us the rest.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us some answers.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always people who think they're so clever. So many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. I'll bet your chiefs all have sweet little personal stashes too, huh? Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only winners. I wouldn't even call us the biggest ones.
You what?
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken the other tribes. You planned this all along.
Yeah, this is just scuffed from the beginning.
Ugh, that Nompole. Can't believe I trusted him.
The children of Echoes will not forget this. Let's go.
Oh, he didn't even give...
Where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down. I'll explain everything.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to ask. Are the
Antu
rumors
didn't even give him a chance to try.
Rumors? What rumors?
that the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, sparking a heated dispute among the chiefs, and that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed, he was already gone. How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower trials went smoothly. Why would you resort to such underhanded tactics?
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing became a free-for-all. Playing by the rules gets you nowhere.
Why was that one line not echoed?
If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped in and seized the winnings for themselves. These sacred flame crystals, they have limitless potential. I, for one, wouldn't miss a chance to strengthen our tribe.
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals? Give me some. I'm going to search for Antu.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was no longer any need.
Okay, that's kind of a dick move,
He's your
Amara.
companion, yes. But the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flower Feather clan for generations to come. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted. All the hope and trust that that little guy placed in you, placed in me, you'll never know what that feels like.
Wait, Numpel! Where are you going?
Where do you expect? You literally stabbed him in the back.
Antu! Antu!
Oh, not only that, let's touch on this. You ruined his reputation.
Antu, it's me! Please! Answer me! Antu, are you okay? Oh, look at you out here all on your own. I'm so sorry, Antu. This is all my fault. I'll think of another way. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them to spare some sacred flame crystals, our last hope. But no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings. Until finally, Antu's time came. In those last few days, he seemed consumed by an overwhelming sorrow. And then I realized it wasn't just the sickness weighing him down, no. Remorse filled his gaze.
Oh, but Mara met a fucking fate that was really horrible.
I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame crystal, flaunting it before quickly putting it away.
Ah, this is what you're after, is it? Dream on. Go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole I'm a victim charade, wasn't he? I don't buy it.
Yeah, this...
What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would muster up every last ounce of his dwindling strength in trying to destroy it. It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why. Unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies, he concluded that they must have been corrupted by the sacred flame crystals themselves.
This is an event quest, by the way.
The only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save his life. If I hadn't been there, none of this would have ever happened. He carried this guilt with him until the very end. I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in Amara's eyes, or even came back just a little bit sooner. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. I buried Ontu here on this hill, where I too one day shall rest. Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May those who come long after us learn from our errors, lest they repeat them. May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
Like, that just hits different. That's fucking sad.
Medicine born of guilt.
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little Kukusor spirit was once his Saurian companion?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else. He senses something familiar in you. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything corrupts the human heart, it's greed. And who'd want to immortalize the memory of a scandal by which all 6 tribes were tainted?
Yeah, because that's worked out well in the past.
The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed. All that scheming, after what proved to be nothing more than a hollow fantasy.
Hey, where's that little Kukusor going?
Look, over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memories?
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. I regret lingering for centuries, unfolding like this before my eyes. Can't believe I'm just now hearing my ancestor's story. Now I know why we became vets too.
What's the opposite of generational
I gotta
trauma?
think this through. What should I do? What can I even do?
This feels like whatever the opposite of generational trauma is, although I'm pretty sure at one point this did lead to generational trauma. It explains why he keeps disappearing a lot. Yeah, I don't blame him for feeling this way. Like, this is a kid not understanding why the people... This is a kid with something like, I guess measles. No, measles isn't deadly to a kid. Well, it can be. This is like a kid with a sickness that can be cured, but the cure requires a bunch of people working together, and then one person decides, I'm going to be a greedy asshole, and think, oh, it's the cure's fault. Like, this is a kid. Like, is the best, like, in this regard, is the best way to fix this just to, like, show him, oh, oh, you're eating, so I need to try twice harder to keep you entertained. I'll remember that tomorrow. I'll remember that during Abiotic Factor.
Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor, Saurian companion. It's a pretty cool feeling. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, just like he catches ours, but that's pretty much it.
Also, I do want to apologize for not talking much. Like, I'm listening to the story, and it's, like, drawn me in. I forget that I'm streaming.
That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond. If my ancestor were here, I'm sure they'd vibe way easier.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything that went on back then in front of him, right? I'm not even sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's probably better if he doesn't understand. I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the challenges in our lives. But even if we told him the truth, wouldn't it only distress him more than he already is?
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized to him, are no longer around. All the truth would do is tear open old wounds and sadden
Like, that's the
him all
thing. That's
over
fair.
again.
That's true. That's a true statement.
We could do to help him forget his sorrow and find hope once more?
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex human language, but they get a lot just from reading our eyes. In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, they rely on their human companions. On the other, they really want to prove their worth. Helping people makes them happy, and feeling like a burden makes them sad. So, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happens, but to help make his current wishes come true.
His wishes?
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are bad, bad things that cause endless arguments among good friends. But now, after hundreds of years, we've finally found a way to beat them. Will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil inside them?
We're just playing to a kid's imagination. I love it.
Interesting approach. You want to turn a lie into the truth, huh?
Actually, I didn't really understand either. Is there really some kind of evil power inside the sacred flame crystals?
Oh, dear child. Come. Let Granny explain it to you.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, I'll do my best.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you, but the three of us can't make this happen. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the word and see who's willing to play along. As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.
I like this quest. I really do. We are learning so much. Finally. It's just easier to do 10 at once than freaking 9. Urgh! Another Isan and another... Ryu? Not that. And another Zhongling. Like, that was 10 pity. I should be at 55. Yeah, I'm at 65 now. So, shit. I should be reaching the point where I get a legendary soon, but I'm not getting it. A third Gaming. I like this. Oh, right. I need to do this. And I just unselected the spell. Please stop making that noise. You scare me. I will say that after stream, if I don't pull any legendary, I will still record it. Like, record my pulls for a while. And if I don't pull anything good, I'll just say I didn't pull anything good. But if I did pull something good, I'll show you guys the video. Because, like, there's no point in me showing you guys that I pulled a Gaming and 9 blue things. Like, that just seems like absolute bushgavish. Oh, where am I going? I'm going inside. I don't know why, but for some reason my knuckles are hurting a lot today. I think it might be the weather. I'm also tapping out a lot because I want to keep an eye on my freaking YouTube.
So sleepy.
Mulani, wake up.
Didn't sleep well?
We got work to do.
Yeah, I blame Kachina. Being all mysterious about some gathering to discuss something important. I was so curious I couldn't stop tossing and turning the whole night. Also, how come it's so quiet today? You didn't lock a How up, did you?
Please tell me
When
yes.
I tried to wake him up this morning, his response was, "Leave me be, minion. Darest thou disturb the almighty Dragon Lord in our slumber?" I figured it'd be for the best that he's not here anyway. So I didn't bother calling him again.
Good thing you didn't tell him
Is
about
this
our
like a
gathering.
warlock?
We could do without his gate crashing for sure.
Is Kanich like a warlock?
Not late, am I?
Nope, you're right on time. So, Aoife, now that everyone's here, shall we begin?
Actually, today we have a big favor we'd like to ask of all of you.
What's up? Why so serious all of a sudden?
It's a long story. One that begins with a mysterious friend of Milray's.
Bloodshed between the tribes. That seems almost unthinkable today, but it was an everyday occurrence in that era. Even working together on something was impossible. That's just too awful.
There have always been disputes, but once they escalated into fully fledged clashes between tribes, even a peacemaker would have been powerless to mediate.
And that little Kukusor Antu believed that the sacred flame crystals harbored some kind of evil power that lay at the root of these intertribal conflicts. And that led to all the later
I mean, for all we know, they
misunderstandings.
might have actually.
At this point, it would be nigh impossible to explain the truth to him. Granny's right. It would only make him suffer all over again.
Ooh, Aoife's a Menno.
That said, Antu will naturally sense that something's off once you've collected enough sacred flame crystals and cure Milray, won't he? He'll see that no one has been corrupted and that all is as it should be. At that point, he would realize the truth of what happened in the past, even as young as he is.
Exactly. That's why we came up with a plan. When the second half of the tournament wraps up, we'll have enough sacred flame crystals. That's when I want everyone to act like the crystals have messed with us and start arguing.
Fair.
Ooh, acting! That sounds fun. Then what?
Then, We'll bring Antu over and cast a spell of unity to cleanse all the bad vibes within the sacred flame crystals and bring everyone back to their senses. Of course, neither the evil power or the magic are real, but we've got to make the little dude think he's done something awesome.
Uh-huh, yeah, I get where you're going with this.
I can't get over that almost every single character in this room has really cool looking eyes.
We'll recreate that scene from his past, only this time, he'll get the chance to rewrite the future. So, how exactly are we going to do this? Is there anything we can look to?
Once, when I was reading a foreign book, I came across something called an interactive play designed specifically for kids. The story usually features a showdown between a hero and a villain, with twists and turns throughout. Just as things reach a climax, the hero will pretend to be losing and ask for the children's help. Then the children all raise their hands, lending their power to the hero and helping them defeat the villain. For the adults watching, it's just a performance, but the children will walk away feeling happy for days to come. At that age, happiness doesn't come from material rewards, but from a heart that believes.
Oh, true. I can totally
She has
relate.
fish.
When I helped out at my parents' shop as a kid, they would always intentionally leave me some simple
freaking-
tasks, like dusting down the shelves or making sure the merchandise
Shilonen
was
has
smoothly.
what looked to be cut gems for
Saying
eyes.
stuff like, "Good job, Mualani, you're a genius." And the funny thing is, it always made me super happy.
Spot on. That's exactly it. We want to make
He
Antu
has
feel
two
the
red
same
triangles
way
at the very bottom
just
of his
help the hero lessen his regret and
irises.
pain before
Wait.
he moves on. Besides, Milroy
Iris.
already heard the rumors about the sacred flame crystals from him. If we don't dispel the curse right in front of him, he might refuse to take the medicine. But we can't pull off a show like that.
Malvika has the
That's why I'm asking for
classic
your help.
Archon odd eyes. I'm so glad I did.
Need about 5 more
Sitlali has red pupils.
I mean, there are 5 more spots up for grabs. First come, first served.
You have my board. I'm probably the best at
That was a
arguing
reference to
here, don't
Lord
you
of the
think?
Rings.
We get some pretty rude customers in our shop, and I've had to develop quite a few communication skills to deal with them.
You have my cabbages? I can help prepare some props and special effects, like smoke to mimic the evil power and bright lights for the spell of unity.
And my flame strider.
Oh, you're joining too, Archon?
It really resonated with me when Sitlali mentioned a clash between heroes and villains. And unlike the heroes in those plays, I've borrowed strength from all of you in the real world. And we've overcome powerful foes together as a result. I think I'll do justice to the role.
Well, if Mawika's on board, then you have my hammer. I'm really interested in the part where we pretend to argue.
Let's see. We've got our actors and the stage is set. Now we need a director, a dude to run the show.
Everybody looks like Kinich.
Why are you all looking at me?
Consider it our vote of confidence, Kinich.
Poor guy got voluntold. His eyes are unique too.
I happen to have some time.
So, that's everyone then.
His eyes look like a dragon's.
Baressa and I will take care of the cleanup.
Sorry, guys. I'd love to sign up, but I already promised to help transport the wounded.
She has a little
As for me-
cowbow.
If I see you all arguing, I wouldn't be able to resist stepping in.
And I'm just really bad at acting. I'd be so stiff, the game would be up before we even got started.
Is Kachina the only one with relatively unique eyes?
Once they've brought enough back, I'll join you as soon as I can. As our Archon herself often says, we all have our own...
Like, I'd say her eyes are unique, but they're relatively, like,
right.
mostly green.
All right. Once the second half of
Like,
the
straight down to the
exhibition match
pupils.
is over, we'll split into 2 teams and play our respective parts.
Great! Let's make the second half an even more exciting fight. That way, we'll be able to collect more sacred flame crystals to help cure Milray. I've even come up with a secret strategy that's sure to catch you all off guard.
After centuries, we're holding the Bloomflower trials once more. I hope that this time we can bring them to a close free from regret.
And I know I'm focusing a
Are you
lot
all
on eyes
confident
and
that
stuff
we
like
can
that,
do
but,
this?
like, the eyes bring so much. It's just part of their characters that help them stand out even more from each other.
Then let's get this show on the road.
I doubt I'd feel this way about these characters if their eyes were just basic-ass eyes. And the same is true for their designs, too. Like, the amount of people who are designed... Sorry, I'm watching my dog lick the place where his fur was shaved.
Battlefields covered in mountains that need climbing.
If you're worried about getting tired, I can just fly you straight to the top. Launching a surprise attack on their base would also be a good tactic.
I'll use smoke to sow confusion amongst their ranks. Then you guys can just charge in and beat the living daylights out of them.
Auroron.
It'll be over as soon as it began.
These two are in even more of a rush than Paimon is.
Let's all just calm down for a moment. We don't even know what their formation will be like. Besides, if we don't deal with nearby opponents first, our main base could be at risk.
But the area nearby is full of rocks. Looks like they're trying to block our path.
That's nothing. Let's just charge straight through. Come on, time for a warm-up.
Oh, right, because she has something similar to Veressa, doesn't she?
Whoa, you actually managed to smash all the rocks! Woo! That loosened me up.
That's fun. I like that. Where am I going?
I'll stop you in your tracks.
Show me your code!
Quick as a flash.
Stick around!
Fire in the hole.
Okay, yeah. How do I attack with this? I know how to use Auroron at least.
Don't worry, everyone. We can do it. Control breathing.
Okay, so... Oh, that's how.
We've got to fall back for now.
Okay, I remember now. Yeah, get off the gun.
Excellent. We've secured the Children of Echo's base. Time to head up the mountain.
All tuckered out. Let me give you a hand.
Granny to the rescue! Now that's what Paimon calls some serious backup.
Granny's not here to check if I've been slacking, is she?
Poor Auroron. Auroron is so, like, somewhat out of it while still being aware.
Coach will take it from here.
This is... Oh, nope, that's not it.
Take me up.
Oh, wait, no. I know what this is. I know what this is.
Time to go.
Yeah, and now I can do this.
Let's burn this breeze.
Because this is what Chaska does. I'm using up so much Phlogiston, though.
Find a way to hold them off.
Show me your
Put
move.
up a good fight.
Before I do that...
Let's run.
Let's finish this next time.
Well, that was quick. Okay, so it's a single tap.
Nice, another one in the bag.
Something's wrong. There.
And Mualani hasn't put in an appearance yet either.
Uh-oh, not good. The people of the Springs took back the base we just captured. And even worse, they're sending troops to attack our main base.
Huh. That girl has some moves. I'll give her that. Looks like we'll have to split our forces to hold off their counter. Don't worry. I'll handle Mualani. She still owes me for wrecking my front door.
I want to know the story behind that.
Moving forward.
You're a lifesaver, Granny Seat Lolly. We can rest easy knowing you're here covering the rear.
Thanks, Granny. We've got this.
She flies away on a pillow. Phlogiston refill, please. Thank you. I know it's like phlogiston, but like phlogiston sounds a lot more fun to say. Because I am a weirdo. Oh wait, I can't go that way.
How is this not over yet? How many people do they have in reserve?
Splitting their forces into smaller squads to slow our advance and
I'm sorry, what
undermine
am
our
I?
morale.
I have a dumbbell.
Let's fly.
Locked on. Open fire.
Like, Yasan has a dumbbell. That's terrifying. Ian-san. Ian-san. Her name is Ian-san.
Looks like the Scions of the Canopy Space is on the other side of that cliff.
Ooh, does that mean it's finally time for the big showdown?
That cliff top's very high up. Whatever you do while you're flying over, don't look down.
I need a phlogiston refill, please. She uses her phlogiston a lot. There's no refill up here. I am boned. Oh wait, it's right there.
I knew that wouldn't stop you. Let's have our weapons do the talking.
Pardon me, please. Oh wait, that's not phlogiston.
This isn't over yet. The fight is done.
Like, she is nuts. She is a nutso character, and I like the event lets you play these characters that you might not have pulled.
The fruits of victory taste almost as sweet as ones I've grown myself. At least I won't be in for one of Granny's scoldings.
Wow, that explains why you were so fired up today.
Auroron! Since when has your granny ever gone around scolding people like some sort of scary monster, huh? Huh?
Anyway, good workout, huh?
You can say that again. It's not every day you get to enjoy the thrill of battle.
You youngsters sure love a good brawl, huh?
Sometimes you just have so much pent-up energy, you need to release it somehow.
Once this is all over, I think I'll need a few days at home to lie down
I
and
know what I said.
recover.
Thanks, Granny. Without your support, who knows what might have happened.
I'll have you know that Mualani didn't pull any punches during our little skirmish just now. Next time she shows up at my place asking for a favor, I'm giving her a proper talking to.
So you're scolding her.
Shows that everyone really was giving it their all. Anyway, after all that, surely we've collected enough sacred flame crystals now.
We have indeed. Let's gather them up and head back. Next up, time for our little play.
Oh boy, I can't wait to die of secondhand embarrassment. So, like, pacing myself, not even, like, blasting through the dialogue like I usually do, this is taking 2.5 hours. For an event quest!
Enough, right?
Yeah, plenty. Maybe more than we can even use.
Oh, that's great news. Just goes to show how fired up everyone was. Let's set the remainder aside in case of emergency. Next up, the main event. When do we start?
Just
You
a sec.
seem a little bit too
Before
eager.
we roll the cameras, let's break it all down one more time. Shortly, you'll all take the sacred flame crystals and place them in front of Milray and Nyan. Then, once Kanich gives the signal, Auroron will do his thing, and the crystals will start giving off a black mist. That'll be the cue to start fighting. Once things get real heated, we'll bring Antu in and have him cast the spell of unity. Afterwards, Auroron will clear his black mist, and then we all go back to chilling with each other. Any questions?
Relax. I've played it all through in my head many times now.
Great, then let's do this.
I love the music in the backdrop.
Oh, finally! We've got all the sacred flame crystals we need. Oh, don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
What is on his head? I'm confused about that.
It's just like Eva said. He looks very reluctant to go through with this.
As long as he sees us dispel the curse with his own eyes, we'll be all right. Let's proceed.
Hey, Mualani. That's weird. I feel a bit dizzy.
Special effects team, get in position.
On the case.
Now, time to get squabbling. As agreed, we'll start with Mualani.
You've got this, Mualani. Leave it to me. Now, listen up, Kachina. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. You hear me? I'd never have thought you'd do something so terrible, Kachina. Why, I'm positively furious.
What did I do again?
That is a good question. Let me think about that.
I thought you said you were a natural at this.
I am, but I'm struggling to come up with a reason to argue. How am I supposed to tap into old talents when I'm drawing blanks here?
Nobody gave her a jumping off point.
If this goes on much longer, even the little Saurians will realize something's off. Don't get caught up on the reasons for an argument. Just start by setting the atmosphere for one.
Don't panic. I'm thinking. Oh, I know. How about this? Kachina! You stand accused of the heinous crime of eating my very last Saurus cracker! Huh? When we went out for a picnic last night, you ate the last Saurus cracker! How could you have done such an abominable thing? I was saving that for the end!
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, so? You ate way more than I did!
I love this.
No. You just don't get it! The ones we ate in the middle don't matter. The last one's always the tastiest!
Good. He's starting to buy it.
Is he? I can't tell.
Mualani! Isn't it about time you paid up for wrecking my door?
Oh, she's coming in with the real stuff.
Seriously? You're bringing this up now? You promised to let it go the last time we had dinner together!
And when might that have been?
The last time we had dinner, like I said! We were over at the People of the Springs, and you'd had just a teensy bit too much to drink. You took my hand and said it was all water under the bridge. Wait, hold on. Have you genuinely forgotten? Oh, this isn't part of your act, is it? And to think I tried so hard.
Is this what sacred flame crystals can do? It's like you all
So Lolly comes in with a steel chair while everyone else is using foam bats.
now is for me to.
Can it, Mawika? Do you even have any idea how long I've had to put up with your nonsense? Without so much as a heads up, you just dumped some pile of design schematics in my workshop that you'd gotten from who knows where, and then tell me to build you that flame rider or whatever you call it. Then you drive it into the wilderness every single day, and then whenever it breaks down, you send it straight back to me for repair, even when I'm on vacation.
I like her helmet.
Oh, and not to mention your special sunglasses and that precious sword of yours that's impervious to even the hottest of flames. Do you need me to make a list?
Is it just me? Or is Shilonen's acting pretty convincing?
She might be the only one who's not actually acting, Kachina.
So sleepy. Why didn't you wake me up this morning, Kanich?
And from now on, I am not taking any more work during holidays, and you're banned from showing up at my vacation spots.
Wait a minute. I remember now. You were the one who kept encouraging me.
It's getting real now.
Trying to get me drunk so you could write off some old debts, huh? Smooth moves, Mualani. Figured out some tricks to use on old Granny, have you?
Well, would you look at that? Oh, these little pipsqueaks suddenly at each other's throats? Oh, what a golden opportunity this could be! Listen up, everyone! Arguing won't solve any problems, so let's settle this with a good old-fashioned fight to the death! Almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How hereby appoint myself!
How just feeding the flames.
Let's start with Kanich. Who's got it in for Kanich?
Huh?
Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you all looking at me?
Oh, perfect timing.
Oh, he's about to get destroyed.
Well, you're the worst. You wasted an entire bucket of ice by taking a bath in it.
And you ate all those crackers I baked. I spent the whole night preparing them.
Always yelling at the top of your lungs. You're a permanent earache in a pint-sized package.
No list would suffice to record the horrible things you've done.
Whoa! Time out! Why is this all suddenly aimed at me?
How came in at the wrong time, but perfectly at the right time. It's amazing. I love it.
Oh, how could this be? The argument's spiraling out of control. I can no longer cleanse the evil power within the sacred flame crystals myself.
Temporarily
This
forgot
goes
we
on
were
much
acting.
longer. Continues for much longer. Oh, how does it go again? Let me see. Oh, yeah. If this goes on much longer, Natlan will be in grave
She
danger.
write it on her hand under the
So
glove?
close. If only a brave hero would step forward. Good thing I wrote that all down in advance. Hopefully I sold it.
That's us. You ready, Antu?
Antu?
Oh, we didn't take into account that he might be having PTSD.
There's no need to save him. Think of what we could accomplish with all those sacred flame crystals.
Fine by me. Let's settle our old scores today.
Imara just keeps digging the trenches of why I hate him.
What right do you children of Echoes think you have to point fingers at us? How many times have you wronged us over the years?
Bunch of liars and cowards, banding together like the vermin you are. It's sickening.
Huh! Never have the heavens smiled down upon those who live by the rules. If something's worth having, you've got to take it by force.
I should never have believed you.
Antu!
You're up, bro. This ends now. We're here to save the day.
evil power that corrupts the human heart, there's no place for you in Natlan anymore. We will stand united and face the years ahead together. Fly, my dude, fly! Cast the spell of unity, just like I taught you.
Now, Auroran.
Got it.
Like, this is somewhat embarrassing, but also kind of cute. I really do like this, and oh my goodness, how much I hate Amara.
The path of fate lies bleak. Walls rise in human hearts. Yet those walls we shall break, and we will march on. From this day forth, may worldly strife be no more.
Poor little dude.
What in the... Look, the evil power is fading.
The magic's working.
Grain fruit chips taste so much better with sweet cheese. That's not even up for debate.
I think you'll find that salted cheese is the classic. The first and best choice in Natlan for centuries.
I don't think those two got the memo.
Cheese! That stuff's for kids. I'd never go near it.
Well, I guess you're not completely wrong. They have a unique flavor with salted cheese, too. The perfect storytime snack.
Okay, now can we get a Howl to, like, shut up? I feel like he just ruined
Also
everything.
Great with a glass of wine. Though sweet cheese with a splash of liqueur works well, too. Let's have another get-together sometime. Don't worry, I won't bring up the door incident again.
You're amazing, Granny. Next time I'll come with Kachina, and we'll bring some home-baked Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips along.
And some blazed meat stew and volcano cake, too.
Both of those sound amazing.
Sure. In that case, I'll go find Varessa and we'll make you some nice, juice or something. When will you all grow up? Why does it feel like I'm always the only one drinking?
You should stay off the bottle too, Granny. Isn't there some kind of sweet and sour soup that's all the rage with the Masters of the Nightwind right now? What's it called again? Mystique soup? Much better than alcohol, if you ask me.
Wait a minute, what exactly is going on here? Your attitudes towards each other are changing way too fast!
Can I itch?
Huh. Wow, that's weird. What was I just saying? I can't remember for the life of me. Can you, Mawika?
Something about wishing I'd drop by your workshop more often and how grateful you are that I keep
That backfired on Shiloh so badly.
Life is like climbing a mountain. All the best views are at the top. You just give people that kind of vibe.
Wait, are you serious?
Just kidding. I'll try my best not to dump any more strange commissions on you.
How into that have you two? Snap out of it, people! It's like you're all under some kind of spell! Quick, Kanich, think of something!
Hell. I owe you an apology, too. I've been too harsh on you.
He's gonna torment the crap out of him. A Howl is out cold. A Howl is down.
Evil power is completely gone.
A Howl is down.
Helped us.
Awesome job, bro!
Great job, Antu. Now that the sacred flame crystals have been cleansed, we can use them to cure your friend. Don't leave him hanging. Go tell him the good news. Thank you so much, all of you. This turned out even better than I imagined.
This was cute. I like that.
See, told you it would all work out. Didn't I mention I'm an old hand at this whole argument game?
You were this close to spilling the beans.
Hear, hear. Even the kids of our tribe would have done a better job. Tell you what, we're lucky they don't speak our language.
I couldn't help it. Besides, how was I supposed to, criticize Kachina to her face like that?
Well, Lonnie. Actually, it was the same for me. Even though I knew it was all just an act, I didn't want to argue with you.
Huh? So you were all just playing pretend? Ugh, boring. I'm going back to bed.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Now, all that's left are the ocean zephyrs, right? I heard on the way over that we'd already found some, so it shouldn't take long.
Everyone, over here! Ian-san! And... whoa, that's a lot of saurians!
It really is!
We've gathered enough ocean zephyrs. I asked them to give them to me, but they wanted to bring them over themselves. So we came together. Here, I think this should be enough.
Just hang on a moment, everyone. I'll go mix the ingredients. Hey, Kakuku? Dude? Less chat, more help?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
I like this quest. The fact that it's like 3 hours long is kind of...
The moment we've all
kind of
been
insane.
waiting. Oh, sacred flame crystal, forged by the will of many. Please, work your wonders and drive this sickness away.
Are we getting a cutscene? We are straight up getting a cutscene. I love the art style when they go into cutscene mode. I really do. It's adorable! I love all of this! It's just adorable! Oh, I think I'm gonna cry. Oh, I love Natlin so much! Hey, look at this! Oh, I love it. Oh, now the sad part. Oh, it's so adorable. And saddening. They put way too much effort in that event quest.
Cheer up, bro. It's always tough to lose a friend. But in this case, our parting is their reunion. Antu's already wandered the world for way too long. But now that you're all fixed up, he could be at peace.
I have actual tears in my
His
eyes.
final wish was to be reunited with his bro. And he's done that. We should be happy for him. Just like he celebrated your recovery. Thanks a ton, everyone. With your help, I've been able to do what my ancestor could not. Not only did we save this little saurian from his torment, we also made a historic contribution to the study of phlogiston-related diseases. As a physician, I'm honestly feeling touched and overwhelmed.
Well said. Then without further ado, I hereby announce that the Bloomflower trials have come to a successful close. From my perspective, though, this competition had another meaning. Throughout the event, I didn't witness any arguments, scheming, or plotting for personal gain. All 6 tribes united to accomplish something truly remarkable. Even without the threat of the Abyss, we're still as close as family. We've surpassed those who came before us, and in the future, our people will surely grow more united still. So, in keeping with our traditions, it's time for a celebration. Let's make this a lively one, people.
Like, this was I can't get over the fact that this
As it happens,
was
I
an
cooked
event
a whole
quest.
batch of fresh vegetables just yesterday. I'll go get them now.
This feels more like Aoife's character quest.
I'll go gather the others. Many hands make light work. And besides, the best meals are always ones prepared together.
See you tonight, everyone.
See you tonight! Paimon's ready for a feast and a half.
I've got new mail. Wow, what is this? Damn. Free food. I like free food. But yeah, like, where am I going? Teleport point is here. But like, this was an event quest. This felt more like Aoife's story/character quest than it did an actual, like, event quest. And that's something that, like, really makes me like Hoyo as a company for the most part. Like, Hoyo as a group of game devs. Like, it's just so hard for me to explain, to be honest.
Fancy a slice of volcano cake? I baked it myself.
That looks delicious.
Ooh! In that case, Paimon be glad to oblige. Mmm, so good. Paimon's tempted to eat the whole cake.
Go ahead. I made this especially for you guys.
So matter-of-factly, I want to eat this.
Sweet cakes help people forget their worries. And I hope everyone could be happy every day. Yep, I'm feeling much better. I definitely wasn't sure about where my future lay for a while there. But reading through those old scrolls, I realized that...
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Fluff. It feels like developers putting soul into it, not just making another
And
quest.
even got into big fights. I've never experienced anything like that. I can barely imagine such a harsh way of life. I love Natland the way it is today. And I love spending time with my friends. As Uncle Pakal once told me, the harder something is to come by, the more we should treasure it. So, I've decided to always do my best to help and make sure my friends are happy. Most importantly, I want us all to stay united, forever and ever. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna do that, but I can start with what I'm good at, like baking delicious crackers and cakes to share with everyone.
You know what? Paimon just had an idea. You could open a cake shop.
That does sound like an amazing idea.
We'll be able to enjoy your cakes even more often than she already does.
I feel like...
You really think so? I'll have to get Moalani to teach me how to run a shop then.
I do feel like Kachina would be a good shop runner.
Every day and making everyone smile. That does sound like
Or
a
at the very
wonderful
least, like a good baker for said shop.
Thanks, guys.
Bear with me as I adjust my mic.
I might have found a new goal to work towards.
I'll be rooting for you all the way.
By the way, Paimon hasn't seen Aoife or that cuckoo thesaurus yet. Any idea where they went?
Before the party, I heard he was planning on heading up that hill to pay respects to his ancestor. They're not back yet?
If he doesn't get back soon, all the best food's gonna be gone.
I blame you for that one, Paimon.
Guess we've got no choice but to
All the way Varissa's here, and she's
check on them.
she's quite literally a glutton. Is there a warp point near there? There's not, but I have Shiloh, so...
Bring it.
Like, what blows my mind is that for the most part, each part of this quest is basically because we're almost hitting the 3 hour mark. We're straight up almost hitting the 3 hour mark.
Yo, Ancestor Man. Guess you're reunited with Antu already? I have a Kukasaur companion too, so I totally get how you must have felt. First time I saw this dude, he was out in the wild, being bullied by other saurians because of his unusual appearance. He'd been pecked all over the place, bleeding from head to toe. He barely made it. I gave him some meds, and from then on, he just stuck to me like glue. Even wound up becoming my assistant.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, don't mention it, dude. Being on the road with me as a vet was never gonna be an easy gig. One time when we were treating a sick saurian, Kakuku got infected too. He ran a high fever, and I searched everywhere for ingredients and did everything I could for him. But despite giving it my all, he was right on the edge, man. And all I could do was keep praying. If he hadn't recovered, I know I'd have felt the same guilt you did. Luckily, he managed to pull through, and he even stayed by my side, helping me ever since. He's a solid assistant, no question. So yeah, Kakuku, I'm the one who should be thanking you.
He's got a little badge too, I just noticed that.
Your medicine born of guilt, don't sweat it. We'll keep improving it as we go. You have my word. That way, no one else will ever have to feel the same guilt that you did ever again.
So it took us about 3-ish hours to get through that entire quest line for an event quest. And I need to buff Gamings. There we go. That should be everybody. Yep. 3 hours of getting all of that done. Like, that is insane to me how good that is. Also, I know I wanted to do Fontaine. Oh, but maybe I shouldn't. I want to explore more of this area. That's a level 90. Okay, we're just going to go. And we're going to go back to Fontaine. Because I choose life.